the economy is still pretty damn banging, according to former Vice President Biden.
There's going to be a lot of chatter today on Wall Street and among pundits about whether we are in a recession.
Truth.
But if you look at our job market, consumer spending, business investment, we see signs of economic progress in the second quarter as well.
Wrong.
And yesterday's Fed chairman, the Fed chairman Powell made it clear that he doesn't think the U.S. economy is currently in a recession. He said, quote, "There are too many areas of economic where the economy is performing too well." He pointed to the labor market as an example.
Okay. You know what? You can comment where you think the economy is performing well, aside from the stock market, and talk about a disconnect.
Yeah.
The labor market sucks. A lot of people are working part-time jobs. A lot of people can't find skilled labor to fill the positions. But this whole story, okay, is about you. And the fact that you, and I'm looking at everyone here, but specifically you watching, listening, you're a moron. What did you think? 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth meant an economy was in a recession? You idiot. What were you going by, definitions and shit?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Technically, Oxford Languages defines it as a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, and then specifically generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 successive quarters. Okay, well, hold on a second. Maybe the Democrats can explain this. So let's go to what they are saying right now. They are setting the record straight, you moron.
We are not in a recession now, and I would, warn that we should be not characterizing that as a recession.
I understand that, but you're splitting hairs. I mean, if the technical definition is 2 quarters of contraction, you're saying that's not a recession?
That's not the
No?
That's not the technical definition.
If things are going so great, though, then why is it the White House officials are trying to redefine recession?
No, we're not redefining recession.
If we all understand a recession to be 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth in a row, and then you have White House officials come up here to say, no, that's not what a recession is. It's something else. How is that not redefining recession?
Because that's not the definition.
Many of you have reported on. As Secretary Yellen said on Sunday,
for the record,
2 negative quarters of GDP growth is not the technical definition of recession. It's not the definition that economists have traditionally relied on.
Okay. So that was Biden's economic advisor, Brian Deese. Mm-hmm. He just said, just to be clear, that is not the technical definition. So we could be wrong here.
Okay.
Because I was going by the literal definition. But he is making clear that it is not the technical definition.
Right.
Brian Deese, Biden's economic advisor, that's what he's saying now. Let's go back to then, in 2008, hop in our DeLorean. Deese said this exactly, I quote, "Economists have a technical definition of recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth." Hold on, wait, what did he just say now? That was then. What's now?
2 negative quarters of GDP growth is not the technical definition of recession. It's not the definition that economists have traditionally relied on.
But hold on a second. But then I have in 2008 this quote: "Economists have a technical definition of recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth." That's him.
Same guy.
What's now?
I guess what he just said.
What he just said now?
2 negative quarters of GDP growth is not the technical definition of recession.
Hold on a second. Stop. When is then now?
And now then.
Well, in the last 14 years, they've decided it's 3.
Okay. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the answer is you're a moron.
Right.
Yes, you are all idiots. Just trust the experts when the experts are completely I love how he says it's not the technical definition. No, it's the literal definition. And it was your technical definition. Economists have a technical definition of recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. It could not be more clear. And here's the thing. People say, well, someone's likely to change their mind. How do you change your mind on the technical definition and literal definition of something when it's always been that? You didn't change your mind. You're just lying.
Yeah. In the staff meeting, he's like, "You want me to go out and say what?" You saw him pause. In the beginning, he goes, "And that's not the technical definition."
There's someone under that podium with a hot poker like Police Academy.
Just a picture of his family. He's like, okay, the opposite of everything I've ever said.
Right.
He's like, "Did I delete that tweet?"
John
they don't find
Deese.
it.
I'm just going to Pablo Escobar's family.
More like geese.
Nice.
Because he's full of poop.
So,
Thank you. Take that one.
yeah. Right on the old beak.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.